Now, first I'll give you an example of, I told you what they are and how they work, an example of limiting beliefs. The ones I hear most often that seem to, make the most havoc in our lives are, I don't deserve it. Beliefs around deserving. Now, I'm going to say something that's probably, kind of confrontational and, might not sit well with everybody. But I think deserving is a whole big old bogus issue.
I so believe it.
I don't think there's any such thing. I've worked with a lot of people who have a lot of issues about I don't deserve this and I don't deserve that. And the usual approach is to try to believe you do deserve it. And I've never seen it work once. I've seen people get a little, I do deserve it, I do deserve it, I do deserve it, but then they feel bad if they get it. So I don't think that's working so well. So there's got to be something. You can't just go through your whole life believing you don't deserve stuff, because that can't be true. And the more I looked at it, the more I saw, you don't need to deserve anything. When I work with people and I ask them about their beliefs about what they don't do and don't deserve, they've all got different stuff, but so many people have, stuff they don't deserve. I ask them, well, how do you know? No one has had an answer that suited them yet. And then I ask them, well, how could you find out if you deserve it or not? And nobody's ever had an answer. Then they ask them, well, who's the arbiter of this deserving and not deserving? Who's in charge of, they deserve a plague. They deserve a day at the beach. Even karma. Who's in charge of karma? So what might happen if... Yeah, but what might happen if you lived the rest of your life, or just try it out for 10 minutes, you don't have to take my word for it, but what might happen if in your reality it's just here? It's here for the asking. This beautiful day, this incredible bay, the sunshine. You did stuff to get here, but now that you're here, the energy in this room, it's just here. You either take it or you don't take it. So that's an example of just a kind of major limiting, self-defeating belief. How poignant that so many people spend their whole lives trying to be good enough to deserve the life they want and never believing it anyway, no matter what evidence comes to them. But I found that it doesn't help a whole heck of a lot to tell somebody your belief is not good for you. That's not a good belief. That's a negative belief. Because it's your version of reality. What I have found works much, much better is to really explore it as I described with the beliefs about deserving. Who is the arbiter? How would you know? And what would you do different if you knew? If we said, okay, we've studied it, we found the arbiter, we've done the survey, we have the facts, and you don't deserve to make more than $35,000 a year, ever. What would be so... You'd still want more if you wanted more. You'd still try to find a way to be deserving. You'd still try... Wouldn't you try to get around it some kind of way? It just seems like nothing much would change.